Hey everyone, welcome back. We're kicking off the year with a deep dive into the future of digital marketing.
Yeah. We've got some fascinating research here, looking at the trends that are going to be huge in 2025 and beyond.
That's right. We're talking about AI, personalization, the rise of video and voice search.
Yeah, it's a lighter tea.
It is, but it's exciting stuff. We're going to break it all down for you so you can stay ahead of the curve and make sure your marketing strategies are, well, future-proof.
Exactly. And I think a lot of people, well, I've heard a lot of people worried about, all this new technology.
Right, like it's going to take over everything.
Yeah.
So, first up, AI. And I think it's safe to say that when most people hear AI,
Hmm.
they picture, I don't know, robots taking over the world or at least taking over their marketing jobs.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Robots.
think you're talking about her.
It's kind of a scary thought, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
But I think it's important to remember that AI in marketing, it's not really about sci-fi scenarios. It's more about, really smart tools that help us understand our customers better, reach the right audience, and yeah, just basically make smarter decisions.
So less Terminator, more targeted marketing.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it.
So what are some real-world examples of AI in marketing that we're already seeing today?
Well, think about those Netflix recommendations.
Okay.
You know how it's like Netflix just KNOWS what you want to watch next.
Yeah, it's a little creepy sometimes.
Right, but that's AI. Well, specifically, it's something called predictive analytics, and it's not just for movies.
Okay.
Businesses are using AI like this to identify their ideal customers,
Yeah.
who's most likely to buy their product or service.
Okay.
And they're also using it to forecast sales trends, how much are they going to sell next quarter. And it even helps them optimize ad spending.
Whoa, that's a lot. So AI can, predict my next binge watch A&D, help businesses make smarter decisions.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
pretty powerful stuff.
Okay, I'm starting to see the appeal here.
Hmm.
What else? What else is AI capable of?
Oh, man, tons of stuff. Chatbots, for instance.
Oh, yeah?
I'm sure you've, interacted with a chatbot at some point, maybe on a website
Yeah.
or through a messaging app.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes I don't even realize I'm talking to a bot.
Right. And that's kind of the point. They're getting really good. Remember that time you were looking for skincare advice on Sephora's website?
Yeah, you think,
And
yeah.
you got instant help from their chatbot. That's AI.
Oh, that's right.
Mm.
I was impressed they gave some really personalized advice.
Exactly. And they can do that 24/7.
That's way better than digging through a bunch of generic FAQs. So AI can analyze data, predict my behavior, and give me personalized advice. Is there anything it can't do?
Huh. Well, it's getting there. It can even help with, content creation.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. Tools like Jasper are already being used to, write blog posts, social media captions, all kinds of stuff.
Hold on. Is AI coming for my writing gig now, too?
Huh. Well, I wouldn't worry too much just yet,
Okay.
but it's a great tool. I think of it as a a writing partner or assistant. It can give you data-driven suggestions, help you come up with headlines, figure out the best times to post.
Okay. Okay. So it's a tool, not a replacement.
Exactly. For now, at least.
Oh, right. So we've got AI for predictive analytics, chatbots, content creation. What else? Anything else AI is shaking things up with in the marketing world?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Let's talk programmatic advertising.
Okay. I have to admit, I'm not really sure what that is.
So imagine AI taking over the whole ad buying and placement process.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like making sure that your ads are seen by the right people at the right time on the
Yeah.
right platform,
Yeah.
so you're not wasting your budget.
Oh, okay. So it's all about efficiency.
Yeah. And maximizing your impact. It's a game changer.
Okay. I can see how that would be really valuable for businesses. But with all this talk about data and algorithms,
Yeah.
it's hard not to think about, the potential downsides. Like, what about privacy?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Data privacy it's a huge concern with AI.
Right.
And businesses need to be transparent about how they're using customer data,
Right.
and take steps to protect that information.
Yeah.
And we also have to be careful about, AI bias.
The AI bias.
Yeah, AI is only as good as the data it's trained on. So if the data is biased or inaccurate, well, the results are going to reflect that.
That makes sense.
So we got to be really mindful of how we use it.
Okay, so AI is clearly a powerful tool, but like any tool, it needs to be used responsibly.
Exactly. It's all about finding that balance.
Right. So let's shift gears a bit. Let's talk about something a little less algorithmic and a little more human-centric, personalization and automation.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Now, I know some people, get a little creeped out when they hear the word personalization.
Oh, for sure. I get that.
It can feel invasive,
Yeah.
like Big Brother is watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when it's done right, it doesn't have to be creepy.
No, definitely not. When it's done right, it's about making customers feel, understood,
Yeah.
valued, like the brand really gets them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, when a brand anticipates my needs, makes my life a little easier, that's when I start to pay attention.
Exactly. It's all about building that connection,
Uh,
building loyalty.
Because no one wants to feel like just another number, right?
Right. No one wants to be bombarded with irrelevant ads or information.
Exactly. So how do brands strike that balance? How do they create these personalized experiences without, crossing that line?
That's the big question. And there are a lot of different strategies.
Okay, so I'm thinking about those customers who bought this, also bought recommendations.
Oh, yeah.
I have to admit, I've definitely fallen for those a time or two.
Yeah. You and everyone else. That's a classic example of dynamic content, right?
Okay.
It's about using data to make those suggestions,
Okay.
guiding customers toward products or services that they're actually interested in. Yeah. It's like having a personal shopper.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
it goes beyond just those product recommendations, right?
Absolutely. Think about emails.
Uh-huh.
Like those perfectly timed emails you get.
Yeah.
The welcome message when you sign up for a newsletter.
Mhm.
Abandoned cart reminders.
Oh, yeah.
Or even like a birthday discount.
Oh, yeah. Those always feel like a little gift,
Yeah.
even though I know it's just marketing.
Exactly. That's the thing about automated emails is they're triggered by specific actions, right?
Okay.
So they feel really personalized and relevant even though they're sent automatically.
Yeah, it's like they know exactly what I'm thinking.
Right. It's all about being in the right place at the right time.
So we've got dynamic content, we've got automated emails. It's all about being helpful and relevant.
Mm-hmm.
But what about those ads that seem to follow me around the internet?
Yeah.
That's where it starts to feel a little creepy.
Yeah, that's behavioral targeting.
Yeah.
And that can be a really powerful tool, but it's definitely one that needs to be used carefully.
Yep.
It uses data like your browsing history,
Yeah.
your location, past purchases to show you ads that are specifically targeted to you.
So if I'm like researching vacations.
Exactly. You're going to start seeing ads for flights, hotels, travel insurance, you name it.
Yeah. Okay, it makes sense. But it's definitely a fine line between helpful and intrusive.
Absolutely. Transparency and user control are super important here,
Okay.
Consumers should always have the option to opt out of tracking and data collection.
Right.
Personalization should empower, not exploit.
That's a point.
And then there's omnichannel personalization.
Okay.
This takes things to a whole new level. Think about like the Starbucks app.
Oh, yeah.
It remembers your usual order. It recommends new drinks based on what you like, and it rewards you for being a loyal customer.
Yeah.
And all of that's connected, whether you're ordering on your phone in the store or even through the drive-thru.
They really do make you feel like a valued customer.
Right.
Like they know you.
That's the goal.
Okay, so we've got AI, we've got personalization that makes us feel seen and understood. What's next on the digital marketing horizon?
Well, it's time to talk about the way we're consuming content,
Okay.
specifically the rise of video and voice search.
Okay, I have to admit, I'm definitely watching more videos online these days,
Yeah.
and I'm definitely guilty of asking Alexa to do pretty much everything.
Me too. It's
Yeah.
so convenient.
So how are these trends changing the marketing landscape?
Let's start with video. It's engaging, it's informative, and it's super effective at capturing attention. And with the rise of like TikTok and Instagram Reels,
Oh, yeah.
brands are finding really creative ways to connect with audiences in those like bite-sized, easily digestible formats.
Yeah, it's perfect for our shrinking attention spans.
Right. But what about those of us who prefer to watch videos in real time?
Oh, yeah, like live streaming.
Exactly. Live streaming has exploded in popularity. It offers a sense of authenticity and immediacy that you just don't get with pre-recorded content.
Okay.
Brands are using it for Q&A sessions, product launches, behind-the-scenes tours, even virtual events.
It's like having a front row seat.
Exactly. It's all about building community and giving viewers a chance to interact in real time.
But with so much video content out there, how do brands make sure their videos actually get seen?
That's where video SEO comes in.
Okay.
Just like with traditional web pages, you need to optimize your videos for search engines using relevant keywords in your titles, descriptions, and tags, as well as adding captions and transcripts.
So it's not just about creating great content, it's about making sure the content can be found.
Exactly.
What else are brands doing to keep viewers engaged?
Well, interactive videos are becoming increasingly popular.
Oh, interesting.
They allow viewers to actually participate in the experience.
No.
Think about clickable links, polls, quizzes, even choose your own adventure style videos.
Oh, cool.
It's about turning passive viewers into active participants.
Okay, I'm convinced video is definitely a marketing powerhouse.
For sure.
But what about voice search? It seems like everyone is talking to their devices these days.
It's true. Voice search is changing the SEO game.
In what way?
Well, with the rise of smart speakers and voice assistants like Alexa and Siri, people are using their voices to find information to make purchases, even to control their homes.
Yeah.
And this shift in behavior requires a different approach to optimization.
So how is voice search different from traditional text-based search?
Voice queries are typically longer and more conversational.
Okay.
People talk to their devices like they talk to a real person.
Right.
So instead of typing "best pizza near me" into a search bar, they might say, "Hey Siri, what's the best pizza place in walking distance?"
Okay.
So it's not just about keywords anymore. It's about understanding intent, context, and natural language.
So brands need to think about how people actually talk.
Exactly. You need to anticipate the questions people are asking and provide clear, concise answers in a conversational tone.
It's about creating content that sounds human.
Exactly. And don't forget about local SEO.
Oh, right. If someone's searching for a nearby business, you want to make sure your website is optimized for local search terms and that your Google My Business profile is up to date.
So much to think about.
It's a lot.
It sounds like voice search is going to require a whole new way of thinking about SEO.
It's definitely a challenge, but it's also a huge opportunity.
Okay.
By adapting to voice search, brands can connect with customers in a more natural and intuitive way, providing helpful information and solutions at the exact moment they're needed.
It's about being there when people need you in the way they want to interact.
Exactly.
But we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have.
AI personalization, video, voice search.
It's a lot to process.
So what does this all mean for our listeners? How can they apply these trends to their own lives or businesses? It feels like we're at this turning point, you know, like the whole digital marketing landscape is shifting beneath our feet.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it. It's not just about the tech itself. It's how we use it, to create better experiences.
So everyone. Right. For businesses, for marketers, for just, regular people using the internet.
Right. Like understanding these trends can give us all like a leg up.
Exactly. A serious advantage.
Okay. But where do we even begin? It's easy to get overwhelmed with all this, right?
Oh, for sure. I think the first thing is to, just embrace that idea of always learning.
Always be learning.
Yeah. The digital world is constantly changing, so you got to stay curious, stay adaptable.
Don't be afraid to experiment a little.
Exactly. Try new things, see what sticks.
So it's not about being an expert in everything.
No, no way. It's about finding what works for you, for your audience, for your goals.
Okay. That makes me feel a little better. But in all of this, with all the, algorithms and the automation, it's easy to lose sight of, I don't know, the human element.
Oh, absolutely. And that's so important to remember, right? AI, personalization, all of that, it's supposed to help us connect better. It's not about replacing human connection.
Yeah, we can't forget that.
No, definitely not.
So we've talked a lot about how brands use these trends. But what about us? How are these trends changing the way we connect with each other as people?
Ooh, that's a good one. It's a double-edged sword, right? I mean, think about social media.
Okay, yeah.
We can stay in touch with people all over the world.
Share updates, photos, video.
Exactly. It's amazing.
Right.
But then there's the flip side,
Right.
that feeling of being alone together.
Yeah. Scrolling through our phones while we're sitting right next to each other.
Yeah. So I think the key is being intentional, setting boundaries, making time for real face-to-face connection.
Yeah, I love that. Using technology intentionally. It's not about rejecting it. It's about, finding that balance.
Finding that sweet spot where it actually enhances our lives,
Yeah.
our relationships.
Yeah. I think that's a great takeaway for everyone listening. So as we wrap up our deep dives into the future of digital marketing, let's all try to remember that.
Stay grounded.
Yeah, stay grounded, prioritize those human connections.
And never stop exploring.
There's always something new to learn.
New connections to make. New possibilities.
Exactly. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the heart of digital marketing.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep connecting.
And keep diving deep.